all of us in this room, we make a living doing music. We are privileged.
Yeah.
There are millions of people, there are thousands in the chat right now, indie artists that are just starting to try to figure things out. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. We can sit up here and say, I am not threatened by AI because we already make money doing it. We've already built ourselves in this industry doing this. But what about them? If it doesn't affect me, and if it doesn't affect us in this chat room right now, what about being a voice for them? That's all I'm saying. So you know what? Instead of saying, hey, go practice that guitar, go learn how to prompt. I don't want to be that person. And I don't want to be here saying, I already made my millions of dollars. So everybody else can figure it out. Go prompt. Go be an excellent prompter. Music still needs to live on. And it's people like you and me that need to say, we've got to figure out a fair way to do this. That is all I'm saying. And we've got to honor the hard work, the work ethic, the creativity, the love, the soul, all of the things that create music and why we're here today.
Preach.
Do not let that disappear and regulate it or find a way to make this fair. That's all I'm saying.
This was from legendary music producer Timbaland's live on TikTok. And this woman who works in the music industry rightfully confronted Timbaland. He launched an AI music company with his first AI artist named Tata.
We agree with your mom. We agree with your mama, Jane.
Let's not lose focus.
I know what you're saying. Don't let's not get too high on our horses. That's what you're basically saying. Like just think about the people coming underneath. And I'm like, you know what, you got a point. Because you know, they're not where I'm at, they're not who I am, they don't have the brain, but it's still I have the value. I have the value.
I will say this.
Tim, you already put in your hours.
I know, I get it.
Jay, I will say this and then I have to hop off because I have this meeting I have to take. But I just started a position at Empire and it's literally what you're talking about. We search for, or we try our hardest to search for the best talent from all four corners of the world. We got almost 250 employees. We have boots on the ground in almost every country, and that's what we do. We're human. We do the human thing. I believe in real music. I'm on your side. We're all on the same side. What I'm observing from this is just a matter of how much or how little is AI a threat to us as human beings and creators.
It's a huge threat.
And that's what we're all trying to figure out collectively. I'm always going to be on the side of human beings.
So in response, brace yourself, this is what he released on Instagram. Take a look.
AI is ruining music. Whatever. Go ahead and cry me a river, since Timbo Stamp is on that too.
Y'all crying about AI taking your spot, but your songs barely mix. Why would we train it on that?
Man, y'all scared of AI, but record every hook in Melodyne.
Auto-tune is AI, baby. Y'all just didn't complain till it started writing better hooks than you. Timbo ain't the villain, he just not babysitting y'all no more. You want opportunity, but ain't got output.
Who am I kidding? I ain't had no bars to begin with.
It's also very, very important to keep in mind this. Timbaland would go live on TikTok, I mean all the time. And he would conduct these lives by having independent, very, very small artists with practically zero following, if not just a little bit of a following. They would request to get in, he'd play their songs, give them feedback, most of the time it being negative, and then move on to the next one, rinse, wash, repeat. Thus, it didn't take long for folks to start thinking out loud and tweeting. Wait a minute, did he use these artists to train his AI model?
What the perception was like, yo, Tim is giving a lot of opportunity to young boys. Even my young boys from Delaware, some of them that I mentor, they came on the show, and that was the number one question I seen. They was like, yo, are you training AI off of our music?
Okay.
So can you address that one first?
Okay. First of all, I can't train. I don't own the company to do the training data. Now, what I do, I am a partner of Suno. Some people don't like Suno, and some people do. I use Suno for a tool. So as I was with them building on this tool, there are a lot of, as you build, I uploaded all my beats. How I use it as a producer tool, like a sampler, right? Mm-hmm. So it gives you personas. And what I did, I started learning more and more how to become a prompt operator.
Mm-hmm.
So I never trained off of, you can't train it. It has to learn you, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to prompt to get the best product out of this tool. So It's not about training it. It's about you learning how to work with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Learning code, learning like, okay, if I say, yo, I call it Baby Timbo. So if I say Baby Timbo, I need my 808 to hit a little harder. I ain't make it hit harder. The one that, like, now remind you, I'm giving it original Timbo beats. So it's not like I'm using it to generate how, I call that the karaoke side, right? I call that like, you know, mom and whatever. But I give it all my, cause you know, Guru, I got drives and drives of music. That's number one. So I give it my beats that's like, oh, I can reimagine my beats. But in order to reimagine, you have to learn how to prompt. And I'm like, yo, this text to music is gonna be a new wave.
This was his answer. Young Guru, legendary producer and engineer, would write the following on Instagram, and it is important. I'm going to say it again, Guru wrote. I swear I love you, bro, but this ain't it. Do you not realize what is going on in the world? Your voice is powerful and way too important to do anything like this. I have students who worship you. They are going to say, if Tim can do it, then it's okay for me to do it. These are the times right here that history is defined. Human expression can never be reduced to this. This is way bigger than music. I say this all in love. On Tata, Timbaland would then say this. She is not an avatar. She is not a character. Tata is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI. Tata is the start of something bigger. She's the first artist of a new generation. A-pop is the next cultural evolution, and Tata is its first icon. Timbaland co-founded a company called Stage Zero. What is it, you might be asking? Well, it operates separately from Suno, despite Timbaland's strategic advisory role. Suno, the AI music making platform, being sued by the record majors over copyright infringement, formed an official partnership with Timbaland in October of 2024 after what it says were months of him being a top user of the platform. And one of the co-founders stated this: the artists of tomorrow won't just be human. They'll be IP, code, and robotics that are fully autonomous. That's what we're building at Stage Zero. I agree with Young Guru, and I agree with those who are calling out Timbaland, and here's why. You have been so successful and so famous and created some of the biggest hits that we have ever heard. I believe personally, whether they know it or not, everyone on this planet has probably heard a Timbaland song at one point or another. His hands are on everything musically, almost everything musically. There's an incredible story about how he felt like he was disconnecting with nature. I understand, it's hypocritical. Felt he was disconnected from nature and making music, so he went outside and he made music on trash cans, and it turned into like a Missy Elliott beat or something. That's how good he is. He told a story about how he made a beat out of pencils. He's that good. And what he is doing is taking away the Timbaland of the younger generation, the next Timbaland, who is making beats on pencils and trash cans in order to then become Timbaland 3.0. He is taking away the engineers. He is taking away the producers. He is taking away the artists. He's taking away creativity. And what really gets me is he is putting out these statements basically saying like, no, I'm not stealing people's stuff from TikTok, and no, we're doing it the right way. There is no right way. Let's be clear about this. All of that stuff is lawyer speak and PR speak and publicist speak. It's all crap. None of this is morally right. It's a way to cut out so much money a company spends in order to create a product that will cost them less and potentially make them the same amount or more. That's all that this is. Timbaland, like many others, are participating in what I feel is the end of capitalism. I don't know if it'll end tomorrow. I don't know if it'll end at the end of my lifetime, but it will end because people will be sick of it and had enough. And I actually think it's important that more artists call this out and don't sit on the sidelines while they see Timbaland take advantage of thousands upon thousands and not even thousands, millions of people who want to be in the music industry. Millions. And the only way to reject this, which I think is BS. Huge music lover. Love it. Am I gonna have an AI artist on this wall? No. What is imperative of those who do not like what Timbaland is doing is to block his AI artists whenever they release stuff on every single platform. They will get deals. Let me be clear about this. He will be protected by other companies that will put a Tata song on an Apple AirPods commercial and a Bose commercial and a Progressive commercial, or I don't know, whatever. And that'll be like, oh, that song was good. What was that? And people will go and then they'll see, oh, you blocked this artist. The only way to take a stand against this stuff, specifically this, is to not listen. The other way to hurt Timbaland, you can do this if you want, is to block him on all platforms as well. Tons of hits. I get it. Some of your favorite songs. I get it. Kanye was one of my favorite artists. And in order to show that I do not support him, I blocked him on every single streaming platform I have. I blocked him. It's a way of showing how the consumer feels about certain actions by certain people. I think Timbaland overstepped. I think what he is going to do now is damage control. But unfortunately, this is now part of his legacy, squashing smaller independent artists so he could put it into a system, cut out so many people, and potentially make more. And this other thing by one of the co-founders, when he said, the artists of tomorrow won't just be human, they'll be IP code and robotics that are fully autonomous. Well, that's gross, because once again, this dude, whose name is Rocky, I believe, Rocky, his last name starts with an M. This dude is also trying to make as much money as possible by doing as little work as possible, putting it into a system, cutting out so many people who will be jobless who want to break into this industry and be replaced by a machine. Gross, bad. Do not listen to this artist, please. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.